Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Cowboys agent Zero rocks New Jersey number at rodeo. One of the lone bright spots in a disappointing 7-10 2024 for the Dallas Cowboys was rookie linebacker DeMarvion Overshown. Overshown was drafted in the third round by the Cowboys in 2023. Overshown is a homegrown talent, Texas-born and bred. Overshown was born in Tyler, Texas and attended ARP High School in ARP, Texas, where he was an all-state selection after transitioning from defensive end to safety. Overshown stayed in-state, playing his collegiate football for the University of Texas Longhorns. After 2 years as a safety for the Longhorns, he transitioned to linebacker, making first-team All-Big 12 as a senior. Overshown tore his ACL in a preseason game in 2023, missing what would have been his true rookie season. He was able to make a full recovery in 2024, starting in 12 of his 13 games, tallying 90 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 4 pass deflections, a pick six, 1 forced fumble and 1 fumble recovery. Unfortunately for Overshown, he suffered a season-ending injury in Week 14 of 2024, which will cause him to miss time in 2025, suffering a torn ACL, MCL, and PCL. Of his injury, Overshown said on the Up and Adams show, "Nowadays, being young in my career, it's something that you don't want to rush. I'll probably start off on the PUP list, but I'm not throwing away starting off in Week 1. I'm never throwing that out the door. I'm working for it." His spirits don't seem too broken, however, as he was seen at the Longview Rodeo, showcasing his new number 0 jersey, meeting fans, and signing autographs. Overshown wore number 0 in his final 3 seasons for the Longhorns, donning 31 in his first 2 seasons. In his rookie season for the Cowboys, Overshown wore number 13. Clearly a fan of the number, Overshown made the switch this offseason, and was wearing it loud and proud at the rodeo. The 34th annual Longview PRCA Rodeo was presented by the Longview Gregton Rotary Club, and featured bull riding, bronc riding, team roping, calf roping and barrel racing. The event was held at Longview Rodeo Arena. Overshown's appearance came on April 11th, which was red, white and blue night sponsored by Peters Chevrolet. What the Cowboys looked like last time someone won the career Grand Slam before Rory McIlroy. Rory McIlroy is at long last a Masters champion. It took forever, but it finally happened. Some are saying that if Rory can win a green jacket that the Dallas Cowboys can even win the Super Bowl. Whether or not that's true certainly remains to be seen. Maybe you have no idea what I am talking about. If you do not follow golf, I imagine that you are at least somewhat familiar with the Masters, the most prestigious tournament that the game has to offer. Rory McIlroy has been among golf's greatest and most successful stars for a decade and a half, and prior to Sunday it had eluded him. That is no longer the case. Beyond winning the coveted green jacket, McIlroy put himself in a different kind of sports immortality, as the Masters was the last of golf's 4 major championships that he had yet to win. Golf also offers the US Open, Open Championship and PGA Championship. McIlroy won each of them early in his career and even won the PGA twice. McIlroy's most recent major championship was his second PGA, which occurred in August of 2014. For some Dallas Cowboys perspective, consider that Zach Martin was barely a rookie for the team and that he just recently officially retired. McIlroy joined the most elite fraternity that the game of golf has to offer in terms of players who have won all 4 majors in their career, a feat that is often referred to as winning the career Grand Slam. Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods now have a 6th player in their club in McIlroy, although it had been a quarter century since the last addition was made. Tiger Woods was the most recent player to accomplish the career Grand Slam and did so in 2000. With McIlroy doing so on Sunday, we thought it would be fun to take a look at what the Cowboys looked like the last time golf saw this particular accomplishment in its sport. The final major championship that Woods won to complete his career Grand Slam was the Open Championship in 2000. To be more specific, it took place in July of that year. The Dallas Cowboys were running on fumes at that time relative to their 1990s dynasty, and in fact it was their first season of play without Michael Irvin on the roster since before it began. Deion Sanders and Daryl Johnston also did not return. It would wind up being Troy Aikman's last one to boot. With Irvin no longer present, Jerry Jones was trying to extend the window of success that the Cowboys were getting far away from. Imagine only being 5 years removed from a title game appearance, and earned the Wildcatter reputation that some still hold him to as he traded the team's first-round pick, and the following years, to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for Joey Galloway. Needless to say, that did not work out well. Tennessee cornerback Dwayne Goodrich was the team's first draft selection and was taken in the second round, what with the Galloway trade costing the team their first-round pick. While the NFL has become quite popular on an international level nowadays, that was hardly the case in 2000, but the Cowboys did play a preseason game in Tokyo. It was a different time. All told, the Cowboys would only win 6 games across the 2000 season and saw it end on Christmas Day against the reigning AFC champions in the Tennessee Titans. Again, this was a long time ago. As far as the division was concerned, the New York Giants won the NFC East and even reached the Super Bowl themselves, although they lost to Brian Billick's Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, this was a very, very long time ago. This was actually so long ago that the Giants won an NFC East that still featured the Arizona Cardinals as the league's divisional alignment that we know today took place in 2002 when the Houston Texans joined. There had been no career Grand Slam in golf since prior to their existence. As far as potential for future career Grand Slams, the closest possible opportunity now officially belongs to Dallas Cowboys fan Jordan Spieth. All he lacks to this point is the PGA Championship, but his game has not necessarily been in a place as of late that would suggest this will happen anytime soon. Cowboys rumors key Micah Parsons major trade what-ifs. Before we play fantasy trade, let's put down some real groundwork in the Dallas Cowboys setup with Micah Parsons. CowboysCountry.com was first to report, almost 3 weeks ago, that the two sides have exchanged contract proposal numbers, and that Micah likes the idea of signing for 5 years, with $40 million APY a centerpiece. Maybe adding up to a monster $200 million deal. Oh, and team owner Jerry Jones has confirmed our reports by saying he and Micah, but not yet the agent, are in agreement on some key aspects of a deal. Amid an assortment of unfounded rumors, both sides, we're told, are extremely confident that they eventually forge a long-term deal. But what if? One outlet has created a trade package for Dallas in a scenario where the Cowboys say goodbye to Parsons and ship him to the New England Patriots. In this proposal, the Cowboys move Parsons for first, second and fifth round picks in this year's draft, along with a 2026 first and a 2027 third. The hub of this wheel? 2 first-round picks, which sounds about right. Oh, and Dallas of course keeps pick number 12. And then? In this stated scenario, Dallas gets the 4th pick and selects Parsons' replacement in fellow Penn State guy Abdul Carter. So the Cowboys pick at number 4 and they pick at number 12, and they rebuild the roster on the cheap, with rookie contracts, and avoid paying Micah that $40 million. For something like this to work, the right player needs to be available. What if Carter goes to the Giants at number 3? Settle on Colorado's Travis Hunter? What if he goes to the Browns at number 2? Additionally, that guy taken at number 4 had better be a game-changing superstar, because you're losing that in Micah. And no rookie will be guaranteed to step in and replace those contributions. Parsons is a franchise foundational piece. While the wait for the deal may be a painstakingly long process, we know the Cowboys have decided they are better suited holding on to their star. But the fantasy trade game remains a fun one for fans and media. Because there is no doubt the actual teams play the same games. And you, fan? What do you think about Micah Parsons' situation? Write to us in the comments.